Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Video Game Nexus Let's Play of Starfox Adventures. Last time, we went through and went to take a look at the distress signal with Crystal. Found out it was by some lone little creature that General Scales was holding. We then went over to the Krazoa Palace to go and figure out what was really going on. And then we got trapped. And in this episode, we're about to start the adventure, going into Dinosaur Planet
General Pepper here! Your mission takes place on Thorntail Hollow. Locate the Queen of the Earthwalker tribe. She will help you further. Pepper out!
Looks like we need to find the Queen of the Earthwalker in Thorntail Hollow. So with that being said, let's go.
Fly through one gold ring to reach Dinosaur Planet.
And welcome to one of the few times that we get to play classic Starfox here. Controls are pretty much the same that you would expect. Pretty much just mash the A button. Don't have to really worry too much. You can hold the A button if you want to too, and you'll just do a spontaneous fire. No charge shot, unfortunately, but you don't really need it. We got ourselves a gold ring. We got ourselves a smart button here that we can use. Well, pressing X will let you go ahead and brake. Pressing the Y button will let you go faster, further. That. Left and right, of course, let you do bank turns and whatnot. Yes, they're called switches, I think. Don't really matter if you miss a ring if you've already gotten the required amount. I'm just collecting them just to try and figure out how many there are. There we go.
You did it, Fox! The force field is down! It's safe for you to land!
Now,
Slippy out!
it does seem like there are 10 rings, and there you can even see a previous recording attempt right there. You do need to go through this entire thing at least once. Or no, actually, you have to do it every time. So you're most likely going to be seeing these cut out, but I will at least be playing them at least once. Once for the very first time, and then after that we cut and just get straight to the point. Unless something funny happens or something. With that being said, let's get into Thorntail Hollow now. Before the dialogue happens, there's actually some interesting stuff here. As you can see, it's raining right now, but in the previous attempt, it actually was turning into night.
Great flying, Fox! For a moment, I thought you weren't gonna make it.
Very funny, sir.
I know. Now, on to business. By pressing the start button, you will open your communicator. Choose who you wish to speak to, and then press the A button to contact one of us. Each team member will give you different information. It's not being tested in action, so give it a try as soon as I've finished. And don't forget, you're looking for the Queen Earthwalker. Try talking to those Thorntail guys. Slippy is preparing a translator device, but until it's ready, he'll translate for you.
Okay, General. But what about a weapon? Why couldn't I bring my blaster?
It's always the same with you, Fox. Shoot first, ask questions later. This mission is about saving the planet, not blowing it up. It requires a different tactic. Try using your head.
Yeah, very funny, sir. Fox out.
Is it just me, or does General Pepper always look like he has a different model, or a different look each time in all the Starfox games? Seems like to me he's looks like a beagle in that one. Maybe I'm wrong. He kind of looks more like a Grommet kind of dog. Anyways, this is a Thorntail Hollow, or a Thorntail, actually. Scales has unleashed his army of Sharpclaw among us, or upon us. They have taken the Earth Queen, or Queen Earthwalker, and locked the doors. We are very worried about her safety. Let me give some advice about our world. All around us are trees, some of which contain those Dumbledang pods. We've seen some of those before. We can basically knock them out of a tree, but we don't have a way to get them. In fact, in order to be able to do so, even rolling won't work like Ocarina of Time's Link. I'm not going to talk to all these guys, but basically this guy will talk about these rocks right over here. As you see, we can't interact with these just yet. But if we run over here, we'll get some more information, like right here. This is a bomb sprout plant. Pretty much, if we could find a way to make it explode, it'll throw out bomb spores. Collecting these spores, and they will become very useful for when we need them. Though, when you plant a spore, it will not throw out any brand new spores or anything. Running around the area will show us that there's some more of these Thorntail Hollow folks right here. We got a tree right here that has some interesting stuff. A fireweed tree. You can see one of them right there. This guy actually gives us a little bit of information about something that we won't worry about yet. What is this guy talking about? Not now. Looks like he's got nothing to really talk about. We got some electrical currents right over here. Can't do anything about those yet. Though, we'll probably grab something like that here pretty soon. Go ahead and swim over back and go over here and, hey, we've seen this before.
Oe mishkut ke ijo aj najoko. Mojekov niad ijo aj at smoke. Ut ad kikeno oe baksh mufofen. Kuho tavohodus kai. Ke itkong ak fenovik kusbe. Oe sut uksha ijo akeo feko ki nekt wit o. Ko kafkad hez ba ides baj akomsh ik ev kuj. Kobo suro mojekov. Ut ad nav kobo suro efoe.
And now we have a weapon. We have a staff to use. It's pretty much the same kind of thing that you would see in Legend of Zelda. You got your Z targeting kind of style. You got your way of doing it. You have a shield itself by just using the staff in and of itself. It can be able to do quite a bit of things, in fact. But we're not going to be able to get too much. In fact, we need to run over here and get into some combat. Alright, now we got ourselves some sharp claws. These guys are not all that difficult to really deal with. They can block your attacks, but you can also dodge and basically do all kinds of different things. For instance, holding back will let you do a rising attack first before doing a few of the regular attacks like that, and then eventually doing a spin, followed up by a charge shot that could either stun them or do whatever. We also got a block that we can be able to do. We can backdash, we can roll forward, and do whatever. We don't necessarily have to worry too much about it. We just gotta wait for these guys to basically just mess up somehow. Let's go ahead and grab that Dumbledang pod.
Roveo Kiyoshiku Frusemshe Owe Ent, Owe Mishkut Keiju Vukatsok Kihei Owe Kuts. Vekenak Suk, Utujelo Rukao Juduk.
It obviously wants us to go that way, so why don't we go ahead and head that way in and of itself. Now, these little guys, These are relatively interesting. These are staff power gems, or energy gems. They pretty much come in different varieties and all that. They can be used to upgrade staff upgrades. Now, the green one is actually the weakest one. The red one is the one that does the most for right now. Whereas a yellow one, I believe, is the one that actually gives you a lot. We can head over this way, and we can actually grab a few things. First of all, this rock has one of those little arrow things. Simply put it in, mash the button, and grab ourselves some scarabs. I'll go ahead and just mash through this, but basically, these are your currency. And I wasn't able to get any of the other things. Oh well. Scarabs are your currency for this game. And pretty much there are two different versions of them. There's a 1 pound and a 5 pound. 1 pound scarab and 5 pound scarab. We can only hold up to 10 right now, but these things are massively needed. Here we have collected our first staff upgrade, the Fire Blaster. With the power of the energy crystals, we can now be able to basically fire a fireball. We use the C stick to open up a menu and then select the upgrade that we want. But if we want to use it quickly, we can hit the Y button to hotkey it to the Y button. With that being said, we got ourselves our backpack over here and our staff abilities. I'm not going to take a look at that blue one yet, but we'll take a look at that later. Go ahead and smack that. And now we can get out of here. Power gems are all over the place, so feel free to be able to just mess around and see what you can be able to do with them. You know that you've already cleared out an area when it's red, and I do believe they respawn back being closed, so if you need to find any of them, have no fear. Here we have ourselves some annoying enemies. I actually don't know their names, but they're definitely a pain in the butt to have to deal with. Let's go ahead and fire right there. There we go. Let's get those bomb sprouts while we can. Unfortunately, we're going to miss out on the 2. But, by collecting this, we got ourselves a bomb spore. Explosive goodness indeed. Now, we've got ourselves 1, and we can't necessarily do a lot with it. There is a broken wall up there. You can kind of see the crack of it, but we're not going to worry about that just yet. Let's go ahead and actually hit that button that we saw that spawned up there.
Is anybody there? Are you okay? My name is Fox McCloud, and you must be the Queen Earthwalker.
No lurud no kadu, ve uwe, Moshe, Prince Tricky Keog Root Suf Kehot Rokio Sharp Claws, Ut Kubot Ki Ice Mountain.
Did you get that, Slippy?
You've got to go to the Ice Mountain and rescue her son, the Prince Tricky.
Nice name. Okay, lady, I'll bring your son back to you. Can you give me some directions?
Owe mish weki keo warpstone. Kutso kutsuj whoop feno, ut sujod uwe keo.
You've got to talk to that big stone guy. She called him a warp stone.
That's all I need to know. I'll be back soon, Queen. Don't you worry. Haven't you finished that translator yet?
It's nearly ready, Fox. I just need a bit more time. Slippy out.
Alright, so we gotta go and talk to that warp stone, huh? Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and start heading over there. And hey, we actually got the Thorntail Hollow main music that you can be able to hear. That probably didn't feel too good. But they're scaly, so it's not like they're gonna really feel too much pain, I hope, at least. Hello there, Warpstone. Maybe you can help us.
Nobody ever brings me gifts anymore.
Okay. Seems like he needs a gift of something. You know, maybe Slippy might be able to help us. Hitting the pause button will actually let us get a few things done. First of all, we can take a look at our status by General Pepper. We got Peppy for maps, and we got Slippy for advice.
Hi, Fox. It's Slippy. Seems like you need some help.
It's always good manners to give gifts, Fox. I'm sure that Warpstone fellow would be very happy if you gave him something. Why don't you look around in the store for something that you can afford?
Hope that helps you, Fox. Slippy out.
Definitely seems like something that we're gonna have to try to figure out where that is. Maybe one of the Thorntail Hollow folks can be able to tell us where a store is. Well, it looks like they're gonna be tired. Maybe it's down there. But something tells me we're gonna need a little bit more money if Scarabs is for cash. And I don't think that they're gonna want just one Scarab for it. Let's check these. Ooh. Nice. Got ourselves some more Scarabs. We really only need just one more to circumvent it. Ooh! A lovely tenor. Unfortunately, we're not able to hold on to those, so unfortunately we lost about 9 right there. I'm sure we could be able to find some more bags, or find something to make that be a little bit bigger. Headed into here.
Welcome to my store. Feel free to look at the many wonderful items within these walls. I have food, special goods, and many maps. And if you like to play games, then enter the Scarab Room. Yes. Oh, and that's the exit.
Okay. Thanks.
Now, if you find something that you like, then choose that item and we'll discuss a price. Is that clear?
Well,
Good. Now, hurry and choose something. Or get out.
Seems like a very interesting fellow. So now we're in the store for the Thorntail Hollow. And as he said, he's got food, general goods, many maps, and the Scarab Room that's over in that way. But this little spot is relatively interesting. Hitting the A button.
Show me 20 scarabs, and I'll give you a cheat token.
It's a well that if you pay some money, you can be able to get a cheat token. These range from all kinds of different things, and one of them is in fact being able to see what Dino talk they're actually saying. Aside from that, it looks like we got some rock candy in the general goods, a high-def display device, which I'm pretty sure. Wait a minute. That seems a little too high-tech. Seems as though this guy must have poached us somehow. Anyways, it looks like we also have Tricky's ball, so maybe we should try to get that at some point. An artifact that costs 130 scarabs. A map for a place called Cape Claw, and a firefly lantern. We'll take a look at more of this place later, but we'll definitely want to grab that Fondad holder when we get a chance. Hitting the A button.
You pay this much.
We can pay the 10, or we can try to haggle him and pay only 9 to I think maybe even 8. But we'll go ahead and just give him the 10.
Okay, I'll sell it to you.
Don't want to annoy anybody's OCD. And we got some rock candy. Very tasty, sweet rock. That would make for a great gift.
200 years I've been
Why don't we go ahead and give it to that one dude? But first, heading down here will let us enter the Scarab Room. But it's a fake wall right here. Pulling up this will net us at least 15 scarabs. I think you can actually get up to 20, but since we can't hold too many, we can only get up to 10. Going back over to the warp stone, we should definitely be able to give him something with that rock candy. So let's see what happens.
Ah, a lovely sweetie. Mmm. Who dares bother the mighty warpstone? 1,000 years I've been left alone to rest. What do you want?
Well, can you help us?
Help you? No.
But you're a warp stone. You're supposed to help.
Right. Let's see if I can remember what I'm supposed to do. Okay. Now, if you push left on the control stick, then I'll send you to one of those warpstone thingies. We'll get back to that in a minute. And if you push forward on the control stick, then you can enter the maze. Now this one's a bit special. When you have collected a Krazoa spirit, then push right on the control stick. And I'll send you to Krazoa Palace. Now, you know what I do, so hurry up and make a choice. If not, then press B so I can get back to sleep.
Relatively interesting character this guy is. I think this is the closest that we've ever seen to a human showing up, aside from the cut content from the beta version of Starfox 2.
Are you ready to warp?
Let's go ahead and head over to Ice Mountain and see what we can do around over there. Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to see Tricky or something. Maybe we'll find this Prince Tricky.
Whoa.
Well, that certainly looks like a regal Triceratops. Jesus! Uh-oh.
Huh?
I don't think we're gonna be able to do anything with that just yet. Seems as though we can't even get in there. Maybe we could find something around this area just to be able to potentially open that door. But I think that's going to go ahead and do it for us here, folks. So, next time on Starfox Adventures, we're going to explore this area and figure out if there's a way to get us into that room and potentially rescue what could be Prince Tricky. So with that said, this is Max from the Video Game Nexus, signing out. Take care, folks.